Hello, today is a Sunday, March 9th, 2025. I am ready to hit the sack or go to bed uh, at any moment. I'm just lying down on the floor with my belly touching the floor in my dorm room in Oryudong. I am residing at my company's dormitory. It's a one-room apartment. Currently, I occupy the single room to myself, but it has two beds. But I just pay for the other bed, so I just use this room to myself. I am trying to read this article for you and me so that we could learn uh, things about things, right? And also to practice English by reading it aloud. I have I have this habit with me for more than 30 years, and I really enjoy it. Let's learn more about LVMH, one of my clients. This article is from Investopia.com, and the title is Six Companies Owned by LVMH, Moet, Hennessy, Louis Vuitton, SE, right? LVMH. Okay. Luxury fashion, jewelry, beauty products, wine, and spirits. By Matthew Johnston, updated February 28, 2025. Reviewed by Margaret James. Fact checked by Michael Rosenstein. Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton SE LVMUY. There's New York Stock Exchange code for the company, maybe referred to as LVMH or Louis Vuitton, is a French luxury conglomerate formed from the 1987 merger of the renowned fashion house Louis Vuitton and wines and spirits company Moet Hennessy. Wow. So that's why Hennessy, right? The wine company. Uh, no, it's not a wine. What is it? Cognac. The merger created one of the world's premier sellers of luxury products. Moet Hennessy was the product of a merger between Moet and Chandon, producer of esteemed champagne brand Dom Perignon, and cognac maker Hennessy in 1971. LVMH has been in existence in its current form since 1987, but the Louis Vuitton brand has a much longer history. It was launched by its namesake founder in 1854. Okay, so that's good expression, man. It's namesake founder, right? Namesake founder. Namesake founder in 1984. LVMH owns 75 brands in 6 business groups: wines and spirits, that's 1, fashion and leather goods, 2, perfumes and cosmetics, 3, watches and jewelry, 4, selective retailing, 5, and other activities. These business groups own brands such as Fendi, Givenchy, uh, Givenchy, I don't know, I've never bought a Givenchy, Tag, or, and many more. Louis Vuitton has been led by Chair and CEO Bernard Arnault since 1989. Arnold took a majority stake in the company and has since guided LVMH in a fast-paced acquisition spree, picking up dozens of new acquisitions in 3 decades. So he's crazy about acquisition, right? He has an acquisition spree, right? He has acquisition spree. In a fast-paced acquisition spree. In a fast-paced acquisition spree. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit hungry, even though I ate, right? But I have to persevere to lose weight. LVMH has seen major success with its strategy of acquiring luxury brands across multiple areas. It reported a net profit of 12.6 billion euros on revenue of $84.7 billion in 2024. LVMH's market capitalization was $363.46 billion as of early 2025. Capitalization, wow. So capitalization here means their goods, right? Brands, total brands. Capitalization, right? Key takeaways. LVMH reported a net profit of $12.6 billion on revenue of $84.7 billion in 2025. Yeah, this is good expression. I have to remember the entire sentence. LVMH reported a net profit of 12.6 billion euros on, right? On is important proposition. On revenue of 84.7 billion euros in 2024. This is good, right? This is good. LVMH owns 75 brands in 6 business groups: wines and spirits, fashion and leather goods, perfumes and cosmetics, watches and jewelry, selective retailing, and other activities. I can only imagine what the selective retailing is. Tiffany and Co. and Bulgari are components of LVMH watches and jewelry group. Wow, Tiffany and Co. and Bulgaria. Fendi and Christian Dior are included in the fashion and leather goods group, right? The company has seen major success with its strategy of acquiring many luxury brands across multiple areas. Tiffany & Co. type of business, luxury jewelry. Acquisition price $15.8 billion. Date of purchase January 7th, 2021. Acquisition completed. Tiffany was founded by Charles Louis Tiffany in 1837 and has since grown into a leading global design house with a reputation for innovative jewelry design and expert craftsmanship. The company offers necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings, watches, as well as a variety of home accessories and fragrances. A lot of plurals here, right? Expert craftsmanship. That's a good one to remember. Expert craftsmanship offers necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings, watches, as well as a variety of home accessories and fragrances. LVMH announced plans to acquire Tiffany in late 2019 in an agreement that valued the jeweler at approximately $16.2 billion. The coronavirus pandemic and its negative effects on the luxury jewelry market then prompted Arnold to renegotiate a discount from the originally agreed upon acquisition price. His initial demand for an 11% reduction in the deal price was met with a lawsuit from Tiffany that was intended to ensure the enforcement of the initial acquisition agreement. The two companies agreed to purchase price of $131.50 per share in the end, a 2.6% discount from the originally agreed upon $135 per share. It brought the total purchase price to approximately $15.8 billion. Amazing. Tiffany joined the company's watches and jewelry business group. LVMH said that Tiffany would help to bolster its position in jewelry and expand its presence in the U.S. The deal was also expected to strengthen Tiffany's presence in Europe and China. Important, LVMH doesn't typically provide revenue and sales figures for its brands. Bulgari, type of business, luxury goods, acquisition price 3.7 billion euros. Date of purchase March 7th, 2011. Bulgari is known for creativity and colorful jewelry designs and has been at the forefront of luxury goods since its founding in 1884 by Sotirio Bulgari. LVMH announced the deal in March 2011, dramatically expanding the company's watches and jewelry business group. The acquisition included the purchase of 50.4% stake in Bulgari from the Bulgari family, as well as a tender offer for the remainder of the company. What is a tender offer, right? What is a tender offer? Watches and jewelry remains one of the smaller LVMH groups in terms of revenue and profit with typo. Profit with fashion and leather goods generating a lot more income. The watches and jewelry group generated 10.58 billion euros in revenue in 2024. Not 10.58 euros, man. Billions. Come on. So, Bulgari, a tender offer. I need to look up the tender offer. I encountered this word many times, but I forgot. So I'm gonna mark it or capture the screen and study the word later on. Fendi, type of business, fashion, acquisition price estimated $259.4 million to acquire majority stake. Date of purchase November 26th, 2001. Italian luxury fashion house Fendi was founded by Adele and Edoardo Fendi in 1925. The company is known for its fur, leather goods, and other luxury products. LVMH bought a stake in Fendi before becoming a majority stakeholder in 2001. LVMH's ownership began when it and Prada each bought a 25.5% stake in Fendi in 1999. LVMH then became the majority stakeholder in November 2001 when it agreed to buy Prada's stake. LVMH continued to add to its growing stable of luxury and designer brands in doing so. Fendi is a part of LVMH's fashion and leather goods group. It brought in 41.06 billion euros in revenue in 2024. I have some scratch in my throat. Christian Dior, Type of business, fashion. Acquisition price, 1 franc. What? Date of purchase, 1984. Fashion giant Christian Dior is famous for its designer clothing, and it's a part of LVMH's highly profitable fashion and leather goods group. The brand was founded in 1946, right after the World War II, by its namesake founder. Arnold's investment in Christian Dior predates the existence of LVMH. Wow. Arnold purchased the Parisian textile group Bozak, which was in bankruptcy protection, for a symbolic 1 franc in 1984. Bozak's assets included Christian Dior. The Dior brand has proven to be a staple of Arnold's holdings and LVMH's business ever since. LVMH and Arnold proposed a complex $13.1 billion transaction in 2017 to consolidate the company's ownership of Dior by buying out minority stakeholders. Okay, so he bought the company for 1 franc, but later on, Arnold spent $13.1 billion, right, to buy out minority stakeholders. Sephora, type of business, personal care and beauty products. Acquisition price, $262 million. Date of purchase, July 24th, 1997. Sephora was founded in 1969. It's a retailer of personal care and beauty items boasting roughly 500 brands. Sephora was part of a family of brands owned by founder Dominique Bendonode at the time of LVMH's acquisition. Sephora is a part of LVMH's selective retailing business group and generated 18.26 billion euros in revenue in 2024. So that's a selective retailing, right? Like a beauty, in the shower items, personal care, the shaver, shaving cream, hand cream, beauty products like hats, caps, Veuve Clicquot, type of business, champagne, acquisition price, not available, date of purchase, 1986. Veuve Clicquot was founded in the late 18th century by Philippe Clicquot. The Clicquot winemaking business that eventually became Veuve Clicquot was well known in its early years among champagne connoisseurs across Europe and the US. The company is credited with inventing rose champagne. Louis Vuitton purchased Veuve Clicquot in 1986, just a year before the fashion company merged with Moet Hennessy. LVMH saw revenue of 5.86 billion euros from its wines and spirits group in 2024, of which Veuve Clicquot is a significant member. Wow. Veuve Clicquot. LVMH, diversity and inclusiveness transparency. As part of our effort to improve the awareness of the importance of diversity in companies, we have highlighted the transparency of LVMH's commitment to diversity, inclusiveness, and social responsibility, ESG, right? Inclusiveness, diversity and inclusiveness. We have to remember this, right? Because it is used many, many times diversity, inclusiveness. I could have done it 3 hours earlier if I quoted Trump's way of speaking. This chart illustrates how LVMH reports the diversity of its management and workforce. This shows if LVMH discloses data about the diversity of its board of directors, C-suite, general management, and employees overall across a variety of markers. We have indicated that transparency with check. Well, C-suite, that's good expression. C-level, like a chief executive officer, chief financial officer, chief CTO, CFFO, whatever it is, right? LVMH diversity and inclusiveness reporting, board of directors, right? Race, gender, ability, veteran status, sexual orientation, C-suite, general management employees. Has there been a major change with LVMH's selective retailing group? Yes, selective retailing. Chairman and CEO of selective retailing, Christopher de La Puente, announced his retirement in September 2024, effective October 31st, 2024. De La Puente oversaw the selective retailing group since 2021 and had worked in the group for 14 years. He was credited with much of Sephora's success. Did all LVMH business groups report revenue growth in 2024? No. The wines and spirits group suffered a revenue decline from $6.6 billion in 2023 to 5.86 billion euros. Where's billion, man? In 2024. Profit from recording operations declined as well. What is a tender offer? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Looking for an answer to that question. A tender offer is a bid by a company or a third party to buy a significant portion of a target company's stock. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) imposes numerous rules for the process, including regulations for disclosure, notification to stockholders, and minimum offering periods. A tender offer, right? Tender and bidding. Tender offer. The bottom line, so a tender offer is a bid by a company or a third party to buy a significant portion of a target company's stock. Not just a bid, but significant portion. The bottom line, LVMH owns 75 brands segregated into 6 business groups: wines and spirits, fashion and leather goods, perfumes and cosmetics, watches and jewelry, selective retailing, and other activities. These groups focus on luxury products such as those offered by Christian Dior and Tiffany & Co. LVMH was created when Louis Vuitton and Moet Hennessy merged in 1987. It boasts significant annual net profits and revenues. Compete risk-free with $100,000 in virtual cash. That's advertisement. So this was a good primer on LVMH. LVMH Korea is one of my clients that I cater to, right? They're a very good company. They're rich, wealthy, and they are excellent in business execution. And hey, I could, when I retire, I wouldn't mind working for this company, especially in America or in Europe. I speak good English, and I learned German in my high school 40 years ago. And also I am learning Chinese, right? I my level is like HSK 4, right? I passed HSK 3 test. So yeah, I could contribute well to LVMH because they have 6 business groups and selective retailing and other activities. Probably I could contribute well, bringing in my creativity in their operations. Well, before I close this article, I would like to go over the expressions that I would like to remember. A tender offer is the bid by a company or a third party to purchase a significant portion of a company. LVMH reported a net profit of $12.6 billion on revenue of 84.7 billion euros in 2024. So that's about, I would say, 15% on the revenue, right? That's a huge, much better than our company KT. In a fast-paced consolidation acquisition spree, in a fast-paced acquisition spree, in a fast-paced acquisition spree, it's by its namesake founder, by its namesake founder, by its namesake founder. Yeah, that's it. By its namesake founder, in a fast-paced acquisition spree, LVMH reported a net profit of 12.6 billion euros on revenue of 84.7 billion euros in 2024. A tender offer. Well, that's it. Uh, I wish you have a wonderful Sunday afternoon in France, right? It's about I guess 7. It's about 2:13 in Paris. LVMH and its employees have a wonderful, beautiful spring day, spring Sunday in France, right? Congratulations! I've been there twice or 3 times. Let me see. Yeah, I was there 3 times. I was trained with Alcatel on the Bretagne, Brest. So I like France. If you do have a job offer for me, don't hesitate to contact me, man. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye bye.